Well, apparently... That's interesting. It says starting. Start video transition, please, Streamlabs. Oh dear, my player's freaking out as well. Back in at blank. Oops. Can I cross this off and like start again? Can you see this? Is that working? Okay, that was weird. Huh, but technical issues. My Streamlabs was like, oh, we're going live, starting video. We'll send the transition in a minute, we swear. You know, you've done your details, we've processed it, it's just, we'll send it in a minute, we'll send it. And then I stopped it, and it was like, oh, you know, please log out and log in and put in your credentials again if you want to do it. And I was like, cancel, start again. Now, apparently, according to Twitch, this stream is unstable. So, that's interesting. Well, it doesn't say unstable anymore, but it doesn't say excellent either. So, let me know how things are looking. I might need to change this system. Maybe I'll have to keep my computer up every night when I stream, and so I can manually cut up a whole VOD. This will be going up as a separate video on our archive channel, but I figured people probably don't want to watch a 6-hour-long video, but maybe 3 2-hour-long videos, or like they can pick their favorite. So, my apologies for that slight hike. But we can now move on to our next official thing. I can also rearrange this actually, because I probably should. Where does that go? That goes there. All right, I'll set that up there. Give me a second. Lovely. Oh, cool. I can look at my dashboard on my phone. That's fantastic. I don't think I need to do that. Hello. Jasper, thank you for another 10 bits. Streamlabs is super annoying. Looks good though. Thank you. I don't know why my alert box isn't making noises. It really should. Here, let me test this. Test to follow. Yeah, there's no audio. I wonder why it's doing that. That's so strange. Well, I do apologize. I don't even think it will let me... I don't think it's gonna let me fix that, is it? No, I don't think it will. Will it test? Hold on. No, it doesn't. Just doesn't, interesting. Oh well. We'll get by without it, I guess, for now. I set up a whole thing for my alert box. I've got like a backup, I've got like a sound effect to press if a sub comes in, I guess, but that's very strange. You like the new follower pop-up? Thank you. That was an accident. I was changing things and I was like, ooh, I want to make a full screen alert at some point, which would be fantastic, but I'd have to build it myself, but I know how to do that. I just need to come up with the idea for it. Decided not to, and I was like, all right, I'll just change my GIFs a little bit. And in the meantime, I got this overlay and I was like, maybe I don't want it. I can't get it to work. Now it's working, but without sound. So what do I know? Like, why? I don't know. Hello, Juice Goat Moon. Yo, hello. How are you doing? It looks sleek. The follow pop-up. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I missed that part of your comment earlier. I always have a thing. Why do I have a real fear of like dead air, and I really shouldn't because like it's fine. But for the next little bit until I feel like it, we're doing something new. For all I know, this could be an upcoming trend. I could see other YouTubers doing this. I hope they do. Like, not to copy me, but just like, it's good content, Brent. But I was just like playing around with some playlists back in, you know, for whatever I was doing on YouTube. And I discovered a liked playlist. And I don't remember liking videos, personally. Like, you know, I'll enjoy a video, but I don't press the like button myself. Don't press the notification bell either. Excuse me. You should totally do that for me, by the way. But apparently I scrolled through the chat. Sorry about that. But there is a liked video of mine, a liked video playlist of mine on my watching account. I don't watch stuff usually on Dazz Reviews, but I have my own personal YouTube channel. There are in it 240 videos, and the last one was from like 2014. So today we're gonna go through, have a little bit of a blast from the past experience, basically. That's what I wanted to do. Have like a nice nostalgic time going through these ancient videos I used to watch. It might be a little bit dated, to say the least, but it's an invitation to open up my psyche, if you want to take it that way, I guess. First things first, here's a little glimpse of it all. Here it is. I don't have any fancy animations for it. This is my watching account. You probably won't be able to find it anywhere, but there it is. 240 videos are in this playlist, although I think like 47 of them are deleted for whatever reason, so it doesn't show it anymore. Oh my god, I just saw one that said, "Dear Reply Girls." I haven't watched these, most of them, since they came out. There's a couple that I've like poked on. I thought I couldn't see the later ones, but it turns out it's because they were deleted. So that's what we're doing today. It's going to be a really strange experience, I think, because my god, I was well, actually, it's not really fair to say I was a different person, 10 years ago, but like, humor changes, there was a particular style of internet funny that isn't the case anymore. You see some Tobuscus in there, I can physically feel myself de-age by a whole 10 years, right? That's so strange. Ah, well. In that case, let's get into it. First things first, what I'm gonna do, here's the thing, right? The whole thing is in reverse order. So the first one in here is the last one I liked. Let's go from there. Let's do that. Let me turn off this music. The very first video, and then I'm gonna shuffle it, I guess, is hashtag HB Film Festival submission Jack. I don't remember this. By Nerdblock? Did I like this? It's a 30-second submission. Look, I never see that. An actual, oh, can you see this? Actually, yes you can. I was looking at the wrong screen. I never see an actual like button. Also, actually, before I continue, I realize I have made a slight error. My display capture setup is set currently for when I'm watching things on Premiere Pro. So because of that, it is cropped. Let me just quickly make another display capture. No, we do want that one. Cool. But this one's now full screen. That's much better. I just put it inside the wrong folder. There we go. That should be better for you. Let us transition over. Huzzah! Wow, magical. Now you can see the full thing. That's much better. I don't remember Nerdblock. It's also what we're going to also do, which will be really interesting. Don't get cancelled. I'll try my best. We should be fine. I'll make this a disclaimer now then. I was a different person when I was young. Different things were funnier. I don't think I watched anything that controversial. I guess we'll find out, but we should be fine. But I'm also going to use the opportunity to like look up people and see where they went over the years. Maybe they didn't go anywhere, but it's a nice little adventure nonetheless. So let's stop this. What is this Jack Film Festival submission? I must know. And also, please, any YouTubers that watch this, don't copy strike me. I'm just reliving as a fan, I can take it out if you really want me to. What is this? Oh, God. Oh. Why did I like this? This is a horrible start. Oh, my God. What am I... Okay. Am I a psychopath? Why did I... Yeah, that's not... I don't have an explanation for that. Okay, actually, I think I do. I think what this was... Or, like, I have a memory that it was, like... It was a bunch of different, like, American YouTubers at the time, right? Like, right? And, like, this is... man! Why can't I have any context? Why did I do this to myself? What else did Nerdblock make? No, not... Yeah, okay, this was a horrible start. I apologize for putting this all on you. I feel like it was like... Because I remember there was another video that was like... There was Jack Howard, and there was Dodie. There might have been Tobuscus, and they were all there doing like some sort of horror thing together, I think, but... I don't know. Twitter at the ready, folks. Well, I mean, that's not that bad. It was just some horror film. Don't try and over-extrapolate this, alright? It's fine. Alright, but that is some nice nightmare fuel, isn't it? Alright, moving on. We're now going to officially shuffle and do everything else we can. What does it give us next? That was March 2015, so just a little bit before I went to uni. Following that is... typography, apparently. Typography. What? Did I just like typography? Gotcha. This is a DMCA. Gotcha. Alright, but this might have been like my first 2011, my goodness. Maybe this was when I first discovered typography. Sure, I've muted this for the sake of DMCA. Yeah, alright. I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, I guess that's kind of all the content I could get from based on that first one, but yeah, I guess I just had a real appreciation for animation. Alright. Okay. For the sake, man, it really is a different world now. I can't even watch this these days. It's illegal to watch this. I'll get jailed if I do, but oh well. In that case, let's just move on nice and quickly. We've got 200, well, I'm not going to watch every single one, but I figure we'll get to it. Here's a thing. Oh, okay. Do you guys remember these guys? This is a blast from the past for me. If you can believe it, before I was into Pikmin content, I was really into my Call of Duties and my Battlefields. I had a whole 2-year phase of it. It was my time off of Nintendo before I went back into it. These guys are like the walkthrough 100% achievement guide people. Next Gen Tactics. Do you know this? Apparently this is where I watched the Battlefield Bad Company campaign. Because I don't think there's anything more to this. I had several of these like videos I saw. I assume there's commentary, but
let's move in.
I haven't. There you go. Very. Wow. Look how. Where's the shouting to smash that like button? Here we are, kids. Welcome to my YouTube video. None of that. What year was this? 2011 again. The world really was different. It's just casually playing a game. It's very strange. Why did I like? Why did I like these? Did I just want to get? I don't know. Do I want to be supportive? That's very strange. It only got 15,000 views. That's so strange. Huh. God, YouTube was different. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is freaking sweet. All right then. Sure. To be fair, I am still a big fan of Battlefield Bad Company 2. Like, I love the aesthetic of it all and like the feel of it. But okay. I think there's a lot you're going to find. I think there's a lot of Call of Duty Battlefield content. Not always going to be something as simple as a quiet walkthrough let's play, but I'm curious to see what else pops up. I've got all sorts of anecdotes prepared for all sorts of people that I know are in this playlist. We either start incredibly hard first with one eye Jack in the Box or something, or it's just nice and casual weird things that I liked on the side so far. This is very interesting. Let's move on. Cool. Love EVE Online. I keep getting these adverts. It kills me. What is this? I already responded to this. I already reacted to this. This is my favorite channel back in the day, in the year of 2012. The art of the Insta Kill. You guys know this? You know this. You know this. This is, of course, something that got me a copyright claim before. I got a copyright claim when I watched Clock Blockers. So maybe I can't. Man, YouTube has changed. I can't even watch this anymore. You know this? This is the art of the Insta Kill. It was another one of Corridor Digital's wonderful videos where they go through and show every single Insta Kill available in games, basically. And I always remember there was an issue here. There's no knife in his shadow. Wow, what a surprise. There's a knife, and it's clearly a CG knife. Yeah, that's such a shame I can't even watch this, but, you know, one of every insta-kill, and it ends with Mario Kart. Fantastic. Yeah, we already watched this, so I'll move on. God damn, is there not... Give me content playlist. There will be plenty, I'm sure. Editor Ben, make this look better. Cut to the best videos. What's next?
Some people think I'm psycho.
Maybe I'm a psychopath. My god, it's called You're Psycho. I think my past self was trying to tell me something. Oh god, okay. This guy I remember. Make Me Bad 35. He actually made it big. Look at that. Just almost 2 million subscribers. 2008? My god, when did I discover this? There's no comments. Okay. Well, what has he got to say?
I beg to differ.
Right, I see. Apparently, I would have been a Fred fan if I was, you know, regularly watching things in 2008. This guy, although this is 2008. Please don't say that wrong. Clock blockers, don't worry. I know the title. I got it clear in my head. Thank you for the 10 bits, Jasper. Also, Corridor is so good. Absolutely. Do you guys know Make Me Bad 35? I know. I watched him a fair bit. Like, I think I watched him when he finished and everything. Is this all one big Fred video first? Hold on, let me see this. Yeah. Alright, that's enough of that. I do know that he stopped. For a start, he chilled out. He was not all Fred videos, but then it's like, this is goodbye, or yeah, this is not goodbye 2 years ago. What happened 3 years ago? Good to know. But I mean, look at the change. I don't know what Omnipod is. We don't need to look at that. Skip. Thank you. Look at him now. Look at that change. Oh, we all age up in some respects, don't we? You don't know whatever happened to Fred. He just sort of disappeared off the face of the earth around 2013 or something. He did. Kind of. Not entirely. Here, let me show you what he's like. He still makes YouTube videos, don't you know? But he's named under his actual name, Lucas. That's what he is now. In which he makes normal videos. He has a different style. It's still got humor in a different vibe. A lot more, I don't know the word for it. Less Fred, more Lucas. In its different way.
Like that,
So I guess
It's a lot more adult humor as well nowadays. Always got a big smile on his face. But I mean, hey, follow Lucas with his 3 million followers, subscribers, if you want to see what he's doing now. Because, I mean, he's still going constantly, all the time. He's even on TikTok, you know? He's up to date. He knows what he's doing. He's got his business going. But, anyway, maybe we should move on from this fun thing. 7.5 million views, my goodness. What next has it got to give us? Rage Quit, hello. Oh. That is nostalgic.
Holy shit.
There's gonna be swearing in this, do be aware. I loved Rooster Teeth Rage Quit. I don't know why. I don't know like why it was specifically this. You should get an ad blocker. I could. The reason I don't is because I can't upload YouTube videos if I have ad blocker on. I guess I could just click to say don't do it, but also I like supporting other YouTubers, you know? As much as I'm sure Rooster Teeth doesn't need my 0.03% of a penny, even still, I'll give him the money, because if you have ad blocker, YouTubers don't get paid. And, you know, it's kind of a Wild West sometimes, still, with YouTube when it comes to actual businesses. You remember people talking about this. Yes, it's basically just Michael from Rooster Teeth getting angry at games. Simple content, and off it goes.
Wow, holy shit.
And I mean, Happy Wheels. I didn't get crazy into Happy Wheels. I mean, I probably watched like every...
God damn it.
I probably watched every YouTuber play it, but I didn't watch 300 episodes of this.
Oh my god, it's Bigfoot. Oh, fuck.
I feel like I have to talk louder than him. He shouts so much.
Oh, three. Laid me out.
To be fair, Happy Wheels is not my favorite episode of this. It's probably in the Impossible game would have been my thing, you know? But, oh, that is a blast from the past. Got sent to jail? What? Oh, the Fred Cinematic Universe. Gotcha. Sure. Man, I don't know how to, like... I don't want to watch this whole video because also I don't want to just, like, take their entire content. But for this one especially...
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
I remember this!
dancing, Mama. I'm a star. Oh God, fuck that.
Ah, why do I remember that joke? My goodness, that's so strange how things are like dug deep into your like memory like that. I thought it was just movies that were stuck in my long-term memory. Apparently entire YouTube videos are. I'm glad I can come back to them. You never really liked Happy Wheels? You did like the Jacksepticeye one. Fair enough, yeah. I saw every YouTuber play like 3 episodes of Happy Wheels, and then I was like, cool, I've seen enough. Let's move on. And then presumably watched Next Gen Tactics play Battlefield Bad Company, apparently. Alright then. What's next?
Watch carefully.
It's freaking... Alright, thank you for that. Well, I'll just keep cutting away so you don't get your advertisements out of anything extra. Oh! Ooh, this is not so controversial. Thank you for the follow, Foxer. I apologize, I don't have an alert box right now, but, I appreciate it. I'll get it fixed for next week if I know how to. Do you have a Discord? I do. It's not big enough to get its own separated name, but if you go to my YouTube channel, which is the same name, Dazz Reviews, you can then go to the description of most of them, and it should have it in the bottom somewhere, if you're really into it. You have a Discord gift? I'll look at that later, potentially, if that's okay. Just in case, I don't know, it's something else. Hello. Also, TCG player. Welcome to the chat. Hi. I have something, new to show you from YouTube that's not going to get me in trouble. Do you guys remember? Maybe this is a British thing. You guys remember this guy? You recognize? Oh, I have to look at that. That's so strange. Do you recognize him? Do you know him? Does he look like anybody you know? No? Well, he is British. This is Charlie Is So Cool Like. Bro, if you clicked it, you would have gotten rickrolled. Well, then there you go. I know these things. Haha, there's something in the back of my mind that was like, ooh, I'm going to click this later. You're from Spain? Fair enough. Do you know Charlie Is So Cool Like? We're currently going through old YouTube-liked videos of mine because it's a rabbit hole of things I've discovered, and apparently I liked a fair few amount of things. When was this released? Hold on. February 2010. Okay, so I probably liked it when it came out. Charlie McDonnell. Charlie Is So Cool Like. 2 million subscribers. He's like an OG YouTuber. Like, I don't know when I started watching this, PTSD? You sure? Yeah, exactly. You must know something. I remember his wall of train tickets. I wanted one myself because I trained a fair bit. Jasper, thank you for the prompt to stretch. Sure, alright, give me a second. I'll go do it. How do you even... What's the best stretching process? I don't even know. One day I'll get to properly... show off. That was a horrible stretching pose. I just wanted to do my neck. One day I'll show off Charlie Is So Cool Like. There is still not enough clicks. React to Fred. You kind of already missed it. I haven't got Fred as a liked video in here as far as I know. Maybe I do. We'll find out. I watched the whole Fred movie. That's a whole YouTube video I made if you're into that. Charlie Is So Cool Like. What do you have to say about understanding teenage boys? I didn't need this. I understood teenage boys perfectly well. I was one, but I guess I was curious to enjoy this guy's content. I watched them every day.
I'm Professor Charlie,
whenever they came out.
Cool Like Important Institution. And today, I'm going to be answering the ultimate question. Why are teenage boys the way they are? We all know that on a molecular level, little boys are made of slugs, snails, and puppy dogs' tails. But did you know that teenage boys are made of pugs, nails, and marmites? In fact,
that doesn't rhyme, but alright,
boys
sure.
contain more marmites than any other demographic. One of the interesting...
To be fair, I do consume a lot of Marmite, so for me, even though I'm not teenage anymore, potentially true. I ate a lot as a kid too.
Interesting facts about teenage boys is that over the years they've evolved their own language.
What is the resolution on this? It's 480p. That's all it can do. Ugh. Don't you just miss old YouTube? Wasn't it just Imagine this, 480p, no 60 frames per second. Crazy. Actually, this is downgraded to 720 for the sake of being able to see all the quality options, but that's just small streamer things. Anyway.
Language experts as conversial gruntism. You probably know it by its mainstream name.
I remember this. Well, actually, no, I might remember a similar joke that got more and more unreadable. Hello, Mighty Fool. Thank you for the hydrate.
Grunting. Here are a few examples of the
I'll
language.
Do it. Does it get... I remember this!
Little boys and little...
Why do I... That came up to me randomly, like, maybe 4 years ago. But yeah, that's a good joke. I like it. 144p didn't exist. 240p was your lowest option. You could struggle for an hour trying to load it if you had dial-up internet. I didn't even know that. I didn't know it didn't go below 240 back in the day. That's interesting. Huh.
Girls all enjoy jokes about poo-poo. But why? Well, there's a little cockroach that lives inside the brain of all children that gets its sustenance from the energy given off when a child experiences a poo-poo joke. When a little girl reaches 13, the cockroach falls out of her nose and she grows up. But in
yes, okay. Everyone remembers the time a cockroach comes out their nostril.
boys, the cockroach stays there until they reach adulthood. Which is why you'll find teenage boys, and sometimes even grown men, finding the urge to laugh at a simple joke about poo-poo. One of the more recent discoveries regarding teenage boys is the trend to wear your trousers very, very low around your waist.
Yeah, that's not a teenage thing. That's just people. Chavs being chavvy, whatever. Interesting. I guess I just liked some of the jokes. I remember... I don't know why I remember it. Mighty Fool, don't spam me with hydrates too much. You're gonna make you die of hydration? Well, then I'll reject them. I can put them on pause. To be fair, I'm gonna accept that one because I am still thirsty. But, like, I have a finite amount of drink. And I don't really want to disappear halfway through this stream to pee. So I'm not going to... I have the power. I can pause them. I can spread them out as slowly as I want. I can bump up the price. I can take the hydrate away from you. Don't test me. But man, Charlie is so... What is he up to now? I kind of know this. He's definitely pulled out of YouTube a whole lot more. He for a time he had a British morning podcast thing like Rhett and Link. That I think I liked the name of. I'm not sure about that. And then he started making movies. Don't know how well he got into the industry and all that, but like nowadays, yeah, there you go. Last thing he said was 8 months ago, I made a show. Look at him now. He's... I don't need to learn new skills. I'm doing just fine, thank you. Advert. All right, skip that.
How's it going? I know it's been a while. I have pretty much moved on from this, doing the whole YouTube thing.
He's got the same glasses, kind of.
But I've decided
lost
to
the
come
Bieber hair.
Because a huge project that I've been working on.
Oh, and he just shows it.
4.5 years.
Wow, okay, it actually took him 4.5 years, huh? Oh dear, it's looks kind of grim. Yeah, alright, I've seen enough of that. I'm not into my horror, but okay. Oh. Alright, sorry, I was reading chat for a minute there. That is a strange snippet of things. I remember I did want this wall of train tickets, and I never did. Never traveled enough. I wasn't that. I mean, this guy lived in London, so he was always moving about, but I didn't. I was way off in the countryside, so too expensive. Too busy. What's next? Part 1 Zombies with Syndicate on Moon. Oh, that's a name that I don't think ages very well, but Woody's gamer tag recently got a shout out for, like, he's still not, you know, he still gets mentioned by the big ups. Do you guys know this?
So many jokes I could say here, but I won't, you know. I just won't go there.
Is this just a commentary?
So there's a hurricane off the coast, and toward Woody's area for this hurricane or whatever.
Oh man, YouTube is so different, just so chill. There's no like commentary to the people. 2011 this was.
No.
Huh, it's just them I mean, alright, I was already into my COD zombies. That makes sense. TCG Gamer, I will not react to your channel because that's not what we're doing today. We are watching old channels that I liked. I didn't like any of your videos. Not because I am a cruel critic of yours, I don't know. Were you around 10 years ago? Were you there in 2011? For me to like when I was into the type of liking trend that I apparently had? Did I like using that button on your... like, whatever. You get what I'm saying? But thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it. But no, I really wanted to like dig into my own nostalgia here just because it's a rabbit hole I've found. And it's really interesting because like, I don't remember like this particular video. Why would I? It just seems like a standard zombie thing. Oh look, there's Wayne Chang 92, which is probably a guy's whole name. Well, 92. We'll see. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Got me
it's
all of
literally.
it.
That's so. Oh, that's so strange. Why did I like? It's not. I mean, it got 100,000 views. That's so weird. Because like I don't like things very much anymore. But if I did, it wouldn't be a video like this. Not to like hate on Woody's gamer tag or anything. Like I loved the guy and some of his series, some of his later series especially. I was really into. But this one, no. Apparently, he's still doing stuff as well, which is crazy. He still does his podcast. Do you guys know this? Am I the only one that like is a fan of this? He does PKA. I don't remember what it's about, but I remember he was reacting to Ludwig's subathon. Getting real meta here, watching a guy reacting to something. But I remember because Ludwig was also a fan of Woody's gamertag, and sort of mentioned it, and Woody found out. And I'm not sure if they've necessarily connected, but that's a whole thing. So at least I'm not the only one that has a childhood nostalgia factor for Woody's gamer tag. Well, at least there's Ludwig too. You guys, what do you guys watch 10 years ago? Were you guys around 10 years ago? Did you watch YouTube 10 years ago? Tell me a little bit of your history. I'm curious to know. Meanwhile, I'm going to hydrate again because now that I've had 2 sips, I have to have 3 apparently. It's on my brain. It's on my brain. I can't stop. Also, I keep accidentally freezing my own chat. Is there a better place I can put some stuff? Let me do that real quick. Because my chat... There we go. Nice and stretched out. I can actually see you. TCG Gamer, I just hydrated, so I'm going to cheat a little bit and say I just did it. Because I don't want to use all the rest of my blackcurrant straight away. So thank you. I guess that's a way of officializing that drink. Or I just scammed you out of 100 channel points. Excuse me. You wasn't into YouTube as of 10 years ago, Jasper? Fair enough. When did you start? Because, I mean, I say 10 years ago, and to be fair, this was almost exactly 10 years ago if you jump ahead 5 months. But generally, most of my liked videos, they're supposed to be like 2013 onwards. I think we're just getting a bunch of really old 2011 ones, I think. I think it's just some bad luck. Bowman, you definitely watched Woody? Oh, yes. I remember watching all of his advice ones. I think I might have actually watched all of his advice ones up to a certain point. I think I might have left and then he came back to it, but I remember a lot of stuff. I don't know if I necessarily took it on board, necessarily. I don't think it shaped me that much, but like, I was invested. I really was. Oh well. What's next beyond a random zombie game? Ah! Animations! Oh. Remember the days when YouTube had loads of animations? Those were the days. I mean, to be fair, they're coming back and like YouTube are bringing out shorts, but what's this one? Skyrim sneaking? I have a feeling I know where this is going, but...
Who's there? I guess it was just my imagination. Better get back to my post.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
God damn it!
And that's the whole thing. Oh, look at that. 24 seconds. So simple. I feel like loads of people have made that joke now. Was he the first? He could have been. What was the, Okay, I guess I did have a lot of 2011. This is December 2011, though, to be fair. I, myself... Oh, no, I was doing YouTube videos long into this. I started YouTube videos in November of 2010. That's when I first made a Black Ops... not even a compilation. It was a Black Ops cool tomahawk throw that I'd made, and I made like I used the camera mode to do stuff, the cinema mode or whatever it's called. But even still, interesting. There was a lot of animation. I don't think I see them in here very much, but like I remember people like what are their names? Harry Partridge, I think. I used to watch a lot of Rice Pirate, I think, as well. I'm digging these out from a long time ago, but like, yeah, I was really into the animation scene. And even now, actually, I'm kind of into the animation scene. Oh, also, thank you for the prompt to stretch. I just stretched, but I could do that again, sure. Like, even now, I mean, I'm sure everyone does. What else is there to stretch? I don't, like, my back's fine at this point. I'll stretch my legs a little bit. I watch Jaden Animations because that's, the super mainstream thing to do. I love Terminal Montage. Young me would have loved Terminal Montage. You know Terminal Montage? You've seen their stuff, most likely. Let me just get a quick scroll of what that looks like for a second. Excuse my recommended. Let me just hide it in case it's anything damning. Probably not, but you never know. There you go. This guy. The guy who does... I'm not going to react to it because I know the guy doesn't like it, but it's the guy who does super fast, crazy animation. It's so childish. Like, it's very much child humor, if that makes sense, but my god, am I a fan of it. Like, just how fast it all goes. I mean, that was Kirby with an AK real quick, you know? Like, I don't know why, even now, it tickles me. I can't explain it. Maybe I just have a real soft spot for all animation. I don't know. You've always put Terminal Montage and Metal King Boo in the same category of entertainment in your brain. I don't know Metal King Boo, personally. Doesn't come... Maybe I might have seen their work, but it sounds like they're different. So, let's see. I don't recognize this, I must admit. Is this the guy... Oh, okay, so is he the guy that created those, like, morphed, screaming, animation things? That's so strange. But then he's also got Mario Kart content. I don't know what's good. That's a rabbit hole I don't understand. Maybe I'll look at it afterwards. But interesting. Skyrim AI were and still something special. Yeah, and can you believe it? It's been 10 years and there hasn't been a sequel. Just Skyrim things. Gotta, you know, what's the word? Harvest as much as you can. I don't know the word for it, but we'll get a new Elder Scrolls one day. You're liking the new camera setup, by the way, Bowman? Thanks. Looks a lot better without Facebook compression. I know. The magic of the DSLR. I still have, as a backup, if we absolutely have to, for whatever reason, I do still have the old setup. But it's probably better if we don't use that. Oh, did I reveal anything behind me in that moment? Nah, so we're probably fine. I do like this element. Oh, Elder Scrolls Online. Of course, they did make that. But, like... That's that didn't do too well, right? Well, like, it might have done well, but, like, people don't like it to the same extent they do Skyrim. I certainly wasn't aware of it until recently, actually, because it comes free on the PlayStation 5. A lot of it went over my head, so... But yeah, I mean, they're making the new Elder Scrolls. They announced it way early, and I assume it will come around eventually, so... Even then, though, I don't think I'll support it, though, because I'm not a big fan of how Bethesda makes their crappy games. I don't know. Anyway, you like something else YouTube and Odds Ones Out? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of them too. I love the Subway videos that Odds One Out did, which, to be fair, you know, that's a pretty basic take considering it's his most popular videos. But I mean, I absolutely love watching the animation community and the talking. I love the Jade and Pokemon videos. Again, the basic opinion because it's just all their most popular stuff. But absolutely. I've watched a handful of something else YouTube, yeah. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Epic Tiger HD. I'm pretty good. I'm not I guess I was slouching a little bit, but like my chair only allows so much. Here, let me lean in a bit. There we go. My chair's more further in. Is that better? Is that what you wanted to see? I can't put my arms too comfortably. I have to go around my microphone because it's underneath me, but it's fine. You haven't played Elder Scrolls Online. Fair enough. I know it's got some big famous cast members, which is pretty fun. And I played a little bit of it, but it was too much to download when I had all these other games I wanted to play, so it didn't really soak me in, so it's whatever. Anyway, moving on. What's next? Is there any more animations for us to see? We will see in a second. More Skyrim. Alright. That is so simple. This is a TikTok. This is just like Gen Z humor kind of TikTok content. That's gonna be the whole thing. I wasn't even a fan of Bolt. I didn't like Bolt. I didn't care for it. I just dog bark is funny. Okay, that's all we need. All right. Again, December 2011. Anything interesting coming out? Doggy Born. Patters, you are... Oh, there's a couple verified people, actually. Maybe... Is there more going on here? Like, what do? You make Pokemon content now. Do you remember? Like, oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Like, random people used their channels and then became big afterwards. Who's Grandmaster Auto? Battlefield guy. That's so... Oh. That's so strange. That's only a fraction of the real unrelenting force shout in the lore. Oh, okay. Excuse me, Parabellum. Vines before vines, absolutely. That's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Like, of all the things that we've seen so far, this one's like the most embarrassing because it's just like... It's not that crazy. It's just like, I guess it's kind of charming though. It's just a normal video that anyone could have made. Just put a video next to an audio. Everything else is 2 weeks ago. This guy was gone for 7 years. And then he came back 2 weeks ago for RimWorld Killbox CE. What is that? What have I just discovered? Wow, this is some groundbreaking stuff, honestly. That's so... Did anyone else see? No? Alright, I'm not going to be the guy that types first in the comments, but... Alright, that's copyrightable. Okay, skip. Okay. Interesting. Oh my god, you're right, there's a whole collection of Fusrodar memes. I was really into this Skyrim thing, wasn't I? To be fair, I did get that on the, I did get Skyrim like day one. Actually, no, I didn't. I remember watching it day one. But I guess it took me a week to buy. I guess I really got into the memes, though. I have bought Skyrim a handful of times now. I have it on Xbox 360 and a few other things, I think. No, I didn't. I just kept replaying it on Xbox 360. That's strange. I completely forgot about that. Well, great. At some point, maybe we'll loop back round to hopefully a better Fusrodar video than Bolt. But I guess we'll see. Alrighty then. Let's see what else there is to see. The RCXD in real life. Oh, FPS Russia. Oh, one of the first cancelled YouTubers because he lost his ability to have guns. Do you kids know about FPS Russia? Does this go over your head? Do you know this? Oh, this guy was super fun back in the day when you're a kid who's all into COD and guns, kind of, you know, as safe as you can be, at least in my perspective. This guy would just make COD weapon or show off these weapons for real, and then he eventually lost his guns, which was kind of a shame. But now he's on the podcast with Woody's gamer tag. But explosive RC car, let's see it. I'll watch this again. Let's see this. Just strapped with dynamite, I assume. Inspired by Black Ops again. I was really into the phase of Black Ops. I think my school password was literally some spin on the title of Black Ops.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, that's pretty crappy. Nice. That's like kind of charming in its own little way. Jasper, thank you for the 45 bits. You're gonna go sleep now, that's fair enough. Have a good evening, having a nostalgia trip, I shall do. Here's the rest of my shiny bits. Thank you very much, Jasper. Well, we'll be here again next week. We do these every Wednesday. Not necessarily nostalgia streams, but I mean, we'll be analyzing movie trailers next week. After that, I don't know. We'll see what I feel like doing on the day. But thank you for joining me anyway. Thank you for the bits, Jasper. I appreciate it all the same. Now, with Jasper gone, shall we continue our nostalgia trip then? I guess we could do that. Because I haven't got much else to say. But yeah, have a good night, Jasper. No microwaves were harmed in the making of this video. Have a nice day. Okay. Alright. Is that actually what he says? Was there a mic? Like, did he blow? Was that a microwave he blew up? Oh, I guess it was. I never even noticed.
This video, my friends, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, favorite.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. The accent somehow I remember as well. Oh, this is so strange. I'm having a whole, not existential crisis, but who on earth disliked this? 194 people, apparently. Huh. Oh, and then I remember this song a lot. Do you remember this? It's a Vsauce song, that's why I remember it. That's so strange. And they're still going, kind of. Nyla Kitty. Hold on. Is this from a certain couple of YouTubers? Maybe not. Kitties get groomed. How do they look now? They're just like cats. That was a surprise. Aged. Do we get to see the Nyla, I remember, was a certain YouTuber's cat as a name. Well, I guess we don't ever get to see the humans, huh? It's just constant, yeah, introducing Nyla. Is that why I liked this? I was subscribed to them before they even had cats. Okay. I feel like this was boyfriend versus girlfriend, like a prank YouTuber. Did anyone ever used to watch those talking animal videos? I did, actually, and I remember there was a vlogger who was a friend of one of the guys that created them, which was interesting. This is... Hold on. I can open this rabbit hole. This Nyla was a cat, and they're still making content, but is it, like, where's the... What was their channel actually called? Can we see? There they are! Okay, yes! That's him! That's the boyfriend in Boyfriend versus Girlfriend. I think they broke up, though, so a little dated. 2013, this one was. Yeah, that's him. I don't remember their names. Do we get to see the girlfriend at all? No? Okay. That's so strange. Boyfriend versus girlfriend pranks. What are they doing now? 8 years ago, Jesse. What's his name? Do they have the other one? Who was also a J name, I think? What else is going on here? Can I find anything else on them? It looks like maybe no. But, I mean, Jesse's still here. This is crazy. Okay, a month ago, they're still making content. Enjoying drones. You remember this? Boyfriend versus girlfriend? Yeah. Oh! And they're still next to each other.
YouTuber drone race competition. I'm putting up $5,000.
Going for the Mr. Beast vibe, of course. Gotta get on the trend.
You don't know what FPV means? It means first person.
Sure.
YouTube drone pilot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh no, Justine's not his girlfriend. It was just another J name.
When do we start shooting Jesse with these Nerf guns?
No, we don't shoot. I don't think we shoot the drone.
Hi, Justine. Gosh, that's a blast from the past. Okay, and then it's just like a fun video on the side. Interesting. I grew up watching when it was prank versus prank, and it's super crazy how far they made in life and how the way they looked changed. Yeah, absolutely. Do they have... Wait, is this the same channel? That's someone else. That's a doll. Yeah, okay, so it is... This was called Prank versus Prank. That's what it was called, I think. And the old videos just then, it just all got renamed to Jessie. I don't know the girl's name anymore, but I'm sure it will piece up in a bit. Terrifying cricket prank. I don't remember any in particular right now. Just go to like some of the super older ones. Maybe not that old. Oh wait, I remember this. 11 years ago. It's not even widescreen. 2009. Which was a fake head. That was it. To wake up to. So simple. Alright. Also, though, could have been very pranked. Yeah, it was pranked. It was a very, staged, but sure. Is that all there is? I guess there is. Oh, I remember this one. Prank versus prank. That's so... Oh! Blast from the past! The government makes content on YouTube too. Last I checked, but it's been a while since. What's their name? How do I find them?
Toilet paper rolls that runs to this extension cord.
That just looks like fun, honestly. Not much of a prank, but sure. Enjoyable, I guess. Until I guess they do it a second time. Simple. It's so strange how it's like edited so differently. Alright, fair enough. Did you ever watch Tobuscus literal trailers? I did. I think a couple of them are in this playlist somewhere. I definitely remember watching that kind of thing. Which is, Well, I guess you could say a little more dated now, but if you can separate the art from the artist, the little trailers are still pretty good, I think. I guess we'll find out if we get to it today. You remember the bug pranks? Those were my favorite prank videos. You forgot her name too. Yeah, right. Jesse and James is all that comes to my head, but that's Pokemon. I think it was another J name, right? Someone's got to say it. Jesse, which was spelt wrong anyway. Nyla was their cat. We will never know because I'm looking on the wrong channels, the wrong videos, comments. So much toilet paper, yeah. Would have been very dated a year ago, but not anymore. What are their names? What are their names? Jesse's pranks, yeah, are always genius. I remember something like that. I like that kind of comment saying theirs was better. Gina! Gina was their name. So if I put, well, I just put Jenna, but like with something, Jen Smith. Is that her name now? Just Jen. Jesse and Jen. There it is. Cats attack the vet. So they kept the cats. Nyla is Gina's content. And Jesse makes his own with drones. Why? Go away. That's crazy. It's strange how they look older, yet also not. There's like a morphing going on here. Time, man. And this feels like old YouTube, just higher quality, just old school vlogs. Nyla's a little less happy these days. Gosh, that's so interesting. And they both just still kept making stuff, but separately. Huh. What happened to me? Oh no. I assume, yeah, well, yeah, gotta clickbait where you can, I guess. What do they do now? Dog humps girl. 51 million views. Alright, gotta love the internet sometimes, I guess, huh? You knew they both had names that began with a J? Yeah, exactly. It was great marketing, you know? One of those things. Okay, let's move on. That's enough of Nyla, I think. What else is there to see?
What's up, guys? PhD Flopper here.
Why is it?
Excuse me? What was that name again?
What's up, guys? PhD Flopper here.
PhD Flopper here. Who is that? I don't. Well, they're not. It's Sam 5000i now, apparently. Okay, interesting.
Why does it always take so long to synchronize? Or whatever it's doing at the start here.
Old school games, man. Is this just another randomly playing?
I never understand why it takes so long.
This might have been like right as it came out.
And
maybe.
Big boy spinning.
Yeah, Black Ops came out in 2010. I just really wanted to see Ascension, apparently. PhD was a perk on this map, right.
What?
What was Flopper? Was Flopper something?
Yeah, hardly even white, I don't know what it's...
Oh! I know why I liked this. Well, on top of me wanting to see zombie content, I remember these names. A Moody Swede, the Trout 91. These guys were Call of Duty montage makers. They were the collection of a British circle of montage makers. They would go around in a lobby as a team, like quickscoping, and then put all their compilations together. And you can hear the others of them being like, "Oh, go on, Small Beans!" and "Oh, look at Moody Sweet doing all the rest of this." Oh, PhD Flopper's the whole name. So why do you say it is me? Did I read that wrong?
What's up, guys? PhD Flopper here.
Is he just telling them the perks here? Interesting. Oh man, I clearly don't remember my Call of Duty details anymore. But that's why I was invested. I don't remember Sam 5000i though.
Who am I?
And I look at the color of your numbers.
The Russian again.
You know him.
Oh, it's just the three of them. There's nothing more to see. Otherwise, it sounds like it's just generic commentary. But actually, I really want to dig into this. So, Sam 5000i. Still making a... oh, no. Not still. This was 2012. They got into FIFA, which I wasn't into. Alright, that's enough of that. Matecraft. Oh. Oh, it's a machinima. Alright, classic content. I just remember the old school. Actually, maybe not this guy. I don't remember. What's his name? Wait, hold on. Old Black Ops montage. What's the name of his kill? What was it saying? His kill feed. It was Sam 5000. Okay, I guess he was just the one I don't remember. Oops. I remember though. What is a Moody Swede doing now? 123,000 subscribers. I thought he had way more than that. That's crazy. Okay. 10 years ago. Concept. This is all gonna get DMC'd, unfortunately. But you know, bam! That's about all I can play for that. Oh man, the biggest one I remember from this, and this one's really interesting actually because I know they continued. This was Smallish Beans, who now makes more Call of Duty content, makes Minecraft content. But before that, this guy was like my favorite YouTuber for a while. Was this one? I remember that phase where he would make classic Call of Duty montages, but with Shrek music. Is this one of them? No, this isn't. But he had, you know, music I enjoyed. There you go. Bam! Wow, crazy. I wanted to make Call of Duty montages back in the day. In fact, I did. They were very bad because I didn't even have the good gameplay, let alone the good music choices and editing abilities. But this guy was like favorite YouTuber for a time, and then he got a girlfriend. Ugh, you know, you hate when that happens.
What? Don't why? What? No!
What is it?
Who maybe you recognize or not.
What?
I didn't watch them, so I forgot their name. LD Shadow Lady, that was their name. Who was, I guess, got into Minecraft, and then Small Beans followed. While the other boys in his British circle either continued COD until it died, played FIFA until it died. This guy moved on to Minecraft and blew up.
In today's video, we're going to be starting out on Minecraft version 1.
Wait a minute. Let's see. What's his latest one? A Scary Start. Let's go to this one. 2 million views in 5 days? Wow. Tropicana, I'm not invested right now. Hold on. Let me wait for this to pass. This is... I remember thinking... Never mind, that's another advert. I remember thinking like, oh man, I don't like that he makes Minecraft content anymore. I'm outie. And I was. But I'm glad to see that he succeeded at the end of the day, you know?
We are playing Minecraft for 300 days, bringing our total up to 1,000 days.
He sounds more childish as commentary.
Make, and I'm super
but I mean, maybe that's the
it.
Minecraft style.
Please subscribe if you enjoy and leave a like. Editing.
Oh, this is an hour long.
Creeper farm, and we got a decent amount of gunpowder, but I didn't collect it just yet. Instead, I went to the Nether as I needed some more storage. I kept running.
Interesting. I don't remember it being so.
Third Life. This is a mini-series involving a load of YouTubers, including
me,
of course.
I didn't recognize any of them personally, other than LD Shadow Lady. That's interesting. Anyone remember Sonic for Hire for Machinima? I do, faintly. Yes. I'm not sure if we've got Machinima videos in here. Probably. Oh wait, that might be where a chunk of my videos are missing from. Didn't Machinima destroy everything? Am I right on that? On that guess? Like all of Machinima is gone. All of their videos and everyone who ever put something on the Machinima channel is gone. That's probably where all of my all my private deleted videos have gone from. Oh man, that is I assume that was Machinima, right? I mean, maybe they also put it elsewhere. But yeah, okay, there is other places you can find it. I do remember this. I'm not sure if I was that crazy into it personally, but I remember I watched it. Like, you know, like I watch, 24 hours a day YouTube content, I guess. Oh man, that sucks, man. I wish, like, I guess actually that's not gonna happen again, really. Like, I guess individual channels will delete their channels and delete all this stuff, but like Machinima deleting their entire archive, assuming there isn't a way to recover it. Maybe there is, and I need to dig into that. But that was like a real kind of tragic element. As much as it was a company that was kind of going downhill and pretty immoral anyway, it just sucks that those videos are just completely gone, because that channel uploaded like 10 times a day for like 8 years, you know? That's a crazy amount. That's like, what, 3,000 videos a year for 8 years. So double again, 24,000 videos, potentially, or something like that. Like, that's so much content. Oh man, that just rips away your nostalgia, like a whole element of your childhood, you know? I hope a lot of people were able to re-upload their own individual stuff, but I won't remember it anymore. You know, I only watched, you know, one every 50 machinima videos probably, because they just spammed out content. But yeah, that's just, oh, weird. Anyway, let's move on to another liked video of mine. See what other corners of the internet there is to see. Like the one that's suggested next, which is probably not the next one that's gonna play, shows me as a real OG fan, but it's probably not that one. Nope. It's another one. Wow, crazy. Look at that. Quality content. This is literally a TikTok trend. Like, doing the same sound with different videos. Oh, man. I also remember, yeah, the fake lyrics for this song. I don't know why. I remember all of them. Ah, oh, quality. Maybe, you know, let's move on. Lad Taj. Let's see how much of a DMC I'm going to get from this. Again, this is the same circle of people, I think. 6 years, not 6 years since. What are you talking about? You are 3 years in the past, isn't 10 years ago. Show it to me. What is it? Whoa! Jesus! Okay. Alright, I get it. Either way, yes, this is the same British collection. Actually, maybe not. Oh, Toy Soldier. I'm Matty, or just Matty. Toy Soldier. I remember that one a lot. What do they do now? I have to know. I remember really liking Toy Soldier. I apologize I have to pause so much, but, you know, DMCA. I remember I had to pause. No, I appreciated this guy's names a lot. Oh, 7 years. I appreciate it because he always had like a different gamer tag that used his brand in a different way. It was always Toy something, I think, or always Soldier. It's just another. Gotcha. All right, so not much more to see there. Interesting, man. Everyone kind of just stopped 8 or 9 years ago, which is just kind of sad. But I mean, I get it. Everything disappears eventually, I guess. What a horrible conclusion to come to watching this, but oh well. We've got more time. I want to watch more things, damn it. So we're going to do that. Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam sounds. Clint Beastwood. All right. Very early to 2010s name. A million logos. Get to it already. Ah. I thought it was another montage. This is... Okay, I thought my thing was glitching then. That's just because I had a delay on the black logo part. This is cool. Is this a common genre thing? Just take the sounds of the game, make a song out of it. You see it sometimes in YouTube poops. It's good content, Brent. I can get behind it. I assume it's not copying a particular song. It's unlisted. I'm a rare guy who actually gets to watch this. The sniper is putting his hand through the detonator down here. What are we watching? We are watching random old liked videos that I have from 10 years ago. This one is just a song someone made out of Battlefield Bad Company 2, which, to be fair, actually is relatively good content compared to the rest of the crap we've got in here. It's like a Sparta remix, kind of, yeah. I think I tried to make one of these once, but I was terrible. You know, I'm not a musician, nor did I have the good, like, setup. I don't think I didn't try and do it like this with like cinematics. I couldn't do like a third person thing. It was a whole mess. Alrighty then, you say. Fair enough. Yeah, no, a lot of these videos unfortunately are all privated. I feel like there's not a way either to open this, is there? I've looked around on Google. Like I can take the URL, but it will never show anything, you know? So I don't think there's anything I can really do about that, unfortunately. So it's whatever. Oh well. One day when we learn how to access those kind of private videos, I'm gonna unlock all of them. I need to know what number 166, 67, 68, 69, 70, and 71 are. You know, I'll never know otherwise. So anyway, let's get back to the content. I'll have a coffee instead then. Oh no. Two-headed midgets. What?
I want a double extra large, extra cheese Big Mac with a free toy and chicken nuggets.
We don't do burgers.
Well, I don't care. Get me one now.
Like I said, we don't do burgers here.
I want a burger, so go get me one.
This is the last time, we don't do burgers.
What? I'll have a coffee instead then.
The punchline was in the title, dude! Oh, I know what this is. Apart from, you know, atrocious. This is actually, maybe I should write this down as a sketch. Anyway, this is very dumb. This has 2 likes. I'm one of them, and came out in June 2011. It has 87 views. How did I find it? This dude is a friend of mine. That's how I know. I guess he made a video, or he made it ironically maybe, because I remember another video that dunked on Go Animate by Harry Partridge, who I mentioned earlier in the stream. But oh man, yeah, this is like an old friend of mine. I have to see what these are. Oh my god. Owned Mr. Giraffe and Oh Poo. You're coming on this adventure with me whether you like it or not. Oh man. Burgers. God, alright, what's this? It's another Go Anime. Love it. What is it?
What's going up, me homies?
The sky.
Yo dude, why the long face?
I just saw you.
Well, that's nice. Why did you say that, dude?
'Cause you're gay.
I am not.
R2, I mean...
Old
F2,
humor.
you
Little
have
dated,
no
but you know.
trousers on.
Well, neither do you.
Opu.
Oh, it's so crappily put together, and the punchline is always the title. Oh man, that like gives me an two phones have a chat. They sure do. That gives me like it gives me too much joy considering what it is. I'm still in contact with this friend, so I need to resend him these. I don't think he's got access to this channel anymore. Probably. I doubt it's not a very good name to keep. Oh god. Alright. Let's see. I hope this is the punchline. I hope they actually say owned. Let's see the owned Mr. Giraffe. What's going on here?
Oh look, it's a midget.
I'm not a...
Alright, you know, again, kids being kids, alright. If you can excuse it, excuse the language. Obviously, I don't think my friend still has these kind of vocabulary these days, but you know, how old would they have been? 2011, so yeah, like 13, 14.
Midget.
Don't quite know the world.
I am not. You're just a freak of nature.
Well, at least I'm not a midget.
Oh.
This is great. This is a great argument so far, really, you know?
Yeah. What happens when you're thirsty?
Well, I bend over.
And what? Get bitten by a lion up the bum.
How did you...
Wow.
Exactly. It's good being a midget.
That didn't make sense. I don't think that giraffe was owned. That doesn't make a difference. If the height, like that, you're in that case, you're saying when you get shorter, you were vulnerable, which is a all right. Maybe my friend wasn't the greatest writer. He's now a police officer, so you know. That was not where I was expecting to end up, but I'm glad I could support my friend. You know, I don't know who Bob Bolton is. That's not anyone I've ever known as an actual name, so who knows? Actually, he might have just genuinely found it because like it's not unlisted. Anyway, sorry, Bob Bolton was down here. It was a comment from before. Moving on. I almost killed a guy. $2 is interesting life story and thoughts.
Yes, before I start off this commentary, I have a request for all of you. I'm looking for some more shorter topics to discuss in my commentaries. Maybe I can throw in 3 or 4 in one video. and I'm looking for some suggestions from you guys. So if there's any sort of question you want to ask me,
so
sort of
this, I assume, is a Call of Duty commentary. They were all over the YouTube space back in the day.
It's usually something about, I want to ask a girl out, but I can't.
This guy I really liked for a while. Do you guys know this guy? This is Tobuscus. He's just a guy talking about stuff.
Think of something else. Okay, where were we? Oh right. So if there's a
very improv.
Something that's
usually his commentary boasts into like kind of comedic. It jumps into like he's very expressive. Usually, or like I remember his big one about like university tuition or something, or like paying to apply. This one seems like just a normal one. An interesting life story. Okay, but $2. What makes him kind of more special is he disappeared. He actually sold his YouTube channel off to a corporation, which then made videos, got disliked to oblivion, and then sold it to another corporation, who then continued the trend. He just disappeared and peaced out, which was kind of sad, but kind of not. I think he made like £10,000 off his YouTube channel, which, fair enough. He got a wife, he moved on with life, which is, you know, one of the first YouTubers to retire, you could say, if you call him a YouTuber, I guess. He's COD Ops 247 was one of the channels he had. I think he had several, if you can see it. Only 110,000 subscribers, but that was big, you know, 10 years ago. Is it still doing things? No, huh? What is this to someone else? GTA 5 hidden play. I'll go here. It sounds a lot controversial.
Then you want to go into adversary mode, and you want to go all the way down.
See, that ain't $2.
You want to start the game, and then you want to back out of it, and then you should be in Franklin's house, and all the bitches. That's where all the bitches.
Right, but yeah, okay. It's interesting that this channel at least kept on the gaming element. Even and 5 years ago you did that. 2016, you have this face. Oh, interesting. And kept his old videos, which is not the usual. I think most of $2 stuff was deleted, or at least privated, from the new corporations that took over, you know? Is this $2?
Grizzly, haven't posted, you know, just a normal kind of commentary.
COD Ops 247 might have been a collaborative channel that he made for other people to upload things to, which might be why it's still about and different, so that everyone could contribute to it, possibly. Or $2 submitted to it, and all his main stuff has disappeared. I don't know. That's so strange. I was really into the Call of Duty phase, though. I can definitely, you know, if you couldn't tell. What happens if I put, like, $2? There's a, okay. There's a few. 7 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. Okay. Interesting. A story of friendship. I want to see if I can find the university one, but probably not. It was just him getting like progressively more angry at the fact that he had to pay money to even submit to a university, even though if you failed, you still had to have paid money. So it's a, you know, a system that goes against you and all the rest of it. No, I guess I ain't gonna find it. Interesting. That's so interesting. There was a whole element of also like advice giving in the Call of Duty phase. Oh, it's so strange. So strange. And I was into it. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this is that guy who camps. Oh, again, you're gonna find loads of these Call of Duty YouTubers. I'm basically gonna give you the whole Call of Duty backstory at this point. Only Use Me Blade was a guy who only used his knife in Call of Duty. Very fun. A streamer now that's become a little bit more, if you excuse my terminology, a little bit more trashy from what I've heard. Or like he did a few years ago. He kind of fallen off the bandwagon. I think he became an alcoholic and like was a little bit like abusive to his friends and like pets. Not like full on, but like a little problematic. So some people change, you know, a little for the worst. I guess this was just some. It wasn't even a commentary. It's just footage, huh? All right, fair enough. That guy who camps, I also remember I liked his zombie stuff because it had high color saturation. I won't linger on this too much because I don't think you're that interested in the deep lore of
Yo,
Call
what's
of Duty
up, guys? Jeff here, and I've got
commentators.
potentially my lamest Warzone loss yet. But
Sounds about the same as he made 10 years ago. Fair enough. All right, we'll move on. We'll move on. I'm getting a bit tired of the Call of Duty stuff. As much as that was all I watched back in the day. Here's another Darth aimbot. All right. Nice, he deserved it. Congratulations to you. I guess I just really hated boosters back in the day. All right.
I've always loved.
Oh, EVE Online. I was about to go on a whole trip of like, oh, let's just let it play and see what pops up, but not if you're gonna do that to me. All right, you know, I might try this though. Depending on how long these videos are, let it play. 8 minutes. Uh oh. Ooh. Oh. I thought it was gonna be the other way around. The infamous bearded dragon Spike demolishing mealworms. This is Syndicate.
Excuse me, I burped. There's one under his chin, and he cannot see it because his beard is in the way.
I remember liking Syndicate and his vlogs because, you know, zombies. Is he still making stuff? Did he get cancelled? Maybe not. My sister does my makeup challenge.
KSI decided he was going to.
Thank you for the hydrate, Tiger.
Now, obviously, it was a lot worse what he actually did, but I had to start from scratch. But you ever had Botox?
No, not yet.
All right, that's all we need to know. And he's still doing
This is it.
zombies. Okay, fair enough. All right, moving on. This is the one I remember. Hey, it's Tobuscus.
I'm just kidding.
Obviously, a scene like this especially might not have translated so well these days, but
I'm allergic. You down. I'm allergic. Get down. I feel it. I just had surgery here. All over. What if I did? That'd be. Hey, I'm gonna be really confident. Pillow of darkness. Then red now. Just straight to whiteness. Good enough. Ow! Ow!
definitely baiting for the clickbait. Hottest pillow fight ever. Has anyone got anything to say about this?
Right now.
Not really.
If you were just beaten by a bunch of women, bless you. Peace off. But I do this is a 50-second.
Not really. Wow, that's the whole vlog? A minute. That's
darkness, then redness, then whiteness, then.
Hello. Hello, live. Tobuscus, man. I was really into him back in the day. I mean, I remember I watched several of his literal trailers. Absolutely. Skyrim stuff I was really into. I watched a lot of his Let's Plays, actually. Got a little bit into even Amnesia, The Dark Descent, I think it was called back in the day. And I really liked his vlogs. They're kind of pointless. Like, that was just 1 minute of a pillow fight, and then it moved on. Not really good content now I think about it, but oh well. Obviously, don't watch the guy anymore. You also, it's a humor you kind of grow out of, especially, and you know, all the controversy as well. But man, I mean, I had a friend who was also a big Tobuscus fan, who was a fangirl of his, who when he came to London, like he had like a public meetup, basically, and he got completely swarmed with fangirls to the point that like he had to run away. And my friend, who was a fangirl, went to the region, wasn't fully part of like the screaming running squad, but she was there for it. She I think either she was conveniently around and saw it happen, or she showed up, saw it was crazy, and was like, all right, I'm getting out of here. But she was there for that. She felt a little embarrassed to say that she was part of the problem around then. So, well, no, I won't oust who they are. I doubt they even know that I'm talking about them, but that's a thing that I know. Tobuscus is very nostalgic. It's the definition of, you know, 2011 YouTube, I think, you know? I mean, I remember he did come back, but he didn't succeed. Is he still going? He is. Yeah, he stopped for another 5 months. Car content. Entirely car content. Oh, this is his vlogs channel. What's this, then? 18,000 views, and that's it.
at this. It's a mirror place. Oh man, I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I just went to this Italian family-owned business. I don't remember what it's called. They don't have a logo. Hello, copy Starbucks. But you know, it's just like a coffee place.
It's
And
7
there were
hours,
these,
7 minutes
all the
longer
people
than
that own the
usual.
place were like, oh, what do you like? You want the frittata?
His videos aren't fantastic anymore now that I'm older. Yeah. Well, is this the new ones or the old ones?
Exist anymore.
He's
The only
also
way you
mellowed
could
out,
escape
which
is-
makes
As
sense.
long as you take the vaccine? You did? What is this car? That's a pimp. That is a pimp car.
Okay. There's an
looking car.
there's an
man, look
attempt
forward
of
to
it.
the days when people
It's
can
yeah.
speak without being shunned or silenced. You're off the world forever.
How does he
or
end? Does he
just
still
keep
do
saying
darkness,
stuff
redness,
and,
whiteness? I assume not. It's been
and, yeah, I
years,
don't know.
but
See what happens.
How does he end
Maybe,
it?
Flip him the old bird. That's what it's there for. Cool.
okay.
Bless your face. See you in a couple years. Outro of darkness and redness.
It's still there. It's a kind of a guy who doesn't upgrade with his content, maybe, or he's mellowed out and he has to go back to it to have any element of feeling anything at all ever again. I don't know. Crazy though, huh? Probably the first YouTuber to get major no, there was plenty around his time. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? The pitch got lower, huh? We've seen this one already, YouTube.
I reckon if we get past 10, it'll be an achievement.
Okay, yep. Another zombie response. Sweet knife gameplay on Kowloon. Oh no.
Hello YouTubers, today I have a Sticks and Stones gameplay on Kowloon, in where I use my, well, the knife on the ballistic knife, not the
Wow.
map, that I get a few kill streaks.
Wow, that's some ancient stuff. I guess this must have been when I... Yeah, okay, this would have been pretty early on when I started making my own content. Yeah, because it's other Black Ops kind of things to be inspired by. Huh. The old Tobuscus ones, they were so funny to me as a kid. Tobuscus was the definition of comedy gold to me. Yeah, I can see it. And I did fall for like that kind of clickbaity, you know, oh, she's pregnant. Oh, I'm in bed with iJustine. That was actually, I remember, hold on. Tobuscus legitimately had a video that was in bed with iJustine, which I think at the time I was like mentally shipping them, not like as a problematic thing, but I was like, oh, those two are totally together. And then that came out and I was like, this is the final draw of like, I think at this point I was aging out of it and I was like, okay, if this is just like some stupid clickbait, I'm out. I'm offended. I'm leaving. And it was. They were in like I think we were in like a mattress shop, and so it was literally just like they lied down on a mattress, and there she was, or she was sat on a mattress, and he just like lied down next to her, which maybe it was a little anyway. And I was like, oh, I'm sick of this clickbait YouTuber thing. I'm done. And then I moved on, and that's when I stopped watching Tobuscus. That point there. So yeah, maybe I continue with the other channels. I don't know, but it's a whole thing that I remember. Just there's a dormant memory for you. Right, what else we got? Give it. Oh, you didn't give it to me. Another Shrek montage from Small Beats. Ooh. Immersion.
Switch to first person like in the real world, but you never do. because
More
it's kinda
Rooster Teeth
inconvenient.
content. I didn't get too into Immersion, but I watched this and I liked it. It's good content, Brent. It is just... Can you control a car when your perspective is third person? They have a camera hooked up. That's all they can see is this view. How well is the driving? Not very good.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna die. Well, I have
Simple.
to say that you did not hit any civilians, which is good. I did. You hit all civilians. Yes. You're like a genocide.
All right. Another zombies. Love that.
Took too long.
Who is it? HD zombies? Don't even know who they are. Moving on. More zombies, huh? Oh, it's Syndicate.
Jesus. Hello everyone, I'm Syndicate and welcome to I've got Game Raids, Man Aids, Squaid.
Is this his first video?
Squirrel Aids. But yeah, I've got flu, but I thought it'd be pretty funny to see me like kind of dying, well hear me dying, hopefully not the entire way through.
Interesting. Old school Syndicate. I was there at the beginning.
You will do so.
All right. Here's one of the big guys I wanted to talk about. And this is probably my own miniature little discovery. Hamish Owns, or Hamish Owns. I don't know which way you pronounce it. That's the name of this channel. That's the name of this guy. He was just a regular dude who made random videos, variety content on, you know, Call of Duty, zombies, anything, GTA. He was really good with his style of comedy and editing, and I just really liked his stuff. I don't know if this is necessarily a good content, but I loved his channel, and he was tiny. He's my own personal little, I know this, well, I didn't know this guy. I think he lived on the Isle of Man. I worked that out once because of, like, some IRL friend he had. Anyway. What's this? I don't know. It was just him hanging out with friends, making funny videos, and I really loved it. I'm gonna find more after this.
Exist. Adam's just really fat. Look at him.
Wow, great start. But alright, yeah, okay. Immediately starting with, like,
okay, guys,
subtitles.
Can we, like, kill him and get on with this?
You know, not very common in 2010.
I got him.
Always had good music that I enjoyed.
I got him. I got him.
Well, this is quite late on, actually, because he's actually got his own mic.
Sergeant Roebuck, Battle of Hillary.
Dude, actually, the guy's really Mexican. I just killed a crow.
Kinda, alright, this video isn't too outstanding. He changed his name to Uta Blacks because he made a music channel in the end. That's what he ended up sticking around with. But some of his old stuff, really, does he still have them? Are they gone? No, they're not. Oh, thank goodness. What is his most popular? Yeah, he only ever had 5,000 subscribers, but he had things like, they were very tiny a lot of the times as well sometimes. Can I think of any of the good ones? I don't know. But it was just him hanging out with friends, doing fun stuff of any kind, and just enjoying himself, and it was just really, really enjoyable. I don't know, I can't explain it other than that. It was just, it was like my own little, why has this guy not got more subscribers kind of experience, you know? Sure, we'll go like all those. His famous one was a montage, what do you know, where he discovered you can, you know, play it stealthily. If you mash the Y button, you look like a dead guy because you stay completely still. A glitch in Modern Warfare 2, sure. I don't think that one's worth it. GTA, oh, is this a guide? How to survive anything? This is your judgment! Alright, that one's copyrighted. Man, I'm not gonna find anything good. You ever get that moment where, like, you're like, oh, look at this is a fantastic, and then you open it, it's like, oh wow, this sucks. Oh man, we have to keep watching this. I swear this is good. I'm not gonna be able to remember the good ones. I remember his intro. Probably copyrighted, but oh well. I really need to find one with his friends, because that's just him throwing C4 at people. Beatles, super copyrighted. That's also not good. Damn it! Damn it! Oh well. Whatever. One day I'll find a good video and I'll show you again in the future. But it's whatever. Fine. Moving on. Hamish Owens. Loved that guy back in the day. He was my own personal gem. You just wouldn't understand, man. You just wouldn't understand.
And if you succeed, you will do
so. Zombies with bros? No, that's the same one. And then we're off to an advert. Gotta love modern day YouTube. Didn't watch YouTube adverts back in those days because they didn't exist yet. Crazy. That song, remember Cupcakes? That gory My Little Pony fan animation? Didn't see it. I avoided My Little Pony like the plague, personally, so I'm afraid I don't know that. Sorry. What's this? This is just...
Hey, I'm bringing you guys another episode of my
live... X-Jaws with Pro Syndicate. What happened to him? Another Call of Duty content creator. I must have just known the whole Call of Duty circle at this point. 5 years ago he left. Okay. Did he get... something happen to him?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Samurai X-Jaws, and today I want to talk to you guys about why I left YouTube.
He got cancelled?
Why I didn't go back to YouTube. And this has been a video I have been...
his ego and his pride got ahead of him, apparently. I don't remember this.
Sorry, apologize. It's probably annoying. It's 1, 2, 3, because it really is like 3 reasons, I think. It's a combination of things, but it's Call of Duty YouTubers in my life than Call of Duty YouTubers. It wasn't really what I wanted to do on YouTube.
Okay, sure. All right, fair enough, but interesting. Give me... nope. Oh, PhD Flopper's back. That's great. Ooh, okay. This one's interesting. This is Eddsworld, which was the made by the friend of Tom Scar back in the day that Tom Scar took the helm of after a while. I didn't like Eddsworld. I remember that. I remember I was like, I like Tom Scar's content. Eddsworld's animation thing, I just could not get into. And yet, I have discovered this one video in my liked playlist. So I guess I liked a video of Eddsworld. I just maybe I never gave it the chance afterwards. I forgot that I watched it. I don't know what this entails. I'm going to watch it now. Obviously, because that's the main point of this content. But like,
hey, Bill. Hey, Frank. Steering contest, go.
Definitely a product of its time that I would have found hilarious. Wow. That is very standard 2010 humor, actually. Sorry you can't see this guy's face.
My head hurts.
Alright, I see I wasn't missing much. I wouldn't continue watching after that. Maybe I just liked that one off and then watched the others and moved on. I don't know. That's strange. You've never seen Eddsworld? Sadly, I can't feel nostalgic for it. Yeah, exactly the same here. I might have really gotten into it if I gave it more of a chance, but it's not my thing then, and it's not my thing now. Ah, well. Oh, what's this? Black Ops Ascension live commentary by Xjaws again, but now without Syndicate, huh? How sad. Moving on.
Hey guys, it's Syndicate here, and hello.
Oh.
Welcome to my Minecraft episode 3. It might be a bit non-laggy, or actually, it's still a
Syndicate made Minecraft content. I don't remember this. I got into Minecraft when it started. January 2011, was that when it started? I was an OG Minecraft fan. In fact, I can even tell you when I started on this. It was specifically through a certain guy. You may have heard of him before. We're skipping ahead in the playlist now for this.
Hello everyone, my name is Steenanders and welcome back to Minecraft. We're about
I am an OG Minecraft
go
fan.
down into the,
I was into this before Dream was into this. I was into this before Tommy Innit was born.
I don't know why.
I started watching Minecraft content with C Nanas. That's how OG I am. I liked Minecraft when it was Minecraft Alpha version 1.0.17_04. That is how early I was to the game.
So let's go ahead and do this.
Like, seriously, I didn't keep playing it. I didn't want to become a Minecraft YouTuber, though I did make Minecraft videos before I started Pikmin. Briefly. Played with friends. Wasn't that good. But this was my start. Just a dude hanging out, making too many chickens under the stairs, I think, is what he did.
We're gonna dig down.
Just calmly playing Minecraft.
Hey, I thought I was totally gonna get screwed over on that.
And this was how I started.
Awesome. There we go.
Oh. It's crazy as well, because C Nanas was a channel that was... Yeah, I'm a real OG. C Nanas was a channel that was dead for a long time. I don't know if you know about this, but... Oh. It's been a month. Well, I was about to say he's back.
Hello, everyone. My name is Steenanders, and welcome to Rainbow Six Siege, a.k.a. hide and seek with guns and gadgets.
But, I mean, he came back. He was gone for years.
Move! Baby.
Oh man, and he's
so when you see someone,
again
you
as
let
well.
me know, and I'll be there in a jiff.
My heart.
Oh shit!
Either way, yeah, he had a lot of content, the same kind of design, but then skipped out for 2 years, and then came back. I watched a couple. They're there, but oh man, C Nanas is the real OG stuff, and apparently Syndicate came up soon afterwards. Wait a minute, what? What did I just press? I don't know. Hopefully that. Oh well. When did this come out? This video, when was it?
Hello,
when did it start? Tell me the date. 8th of September 2010. Wow, this is a whole 3 months later. My goodness. Either way, that was I got into Minecraft for a bit. It's there. Written in stone. In a liked playlist, I guess. Hey, Michonnes! Another DMCA-able song. Ah, Smash Mouth. Wow, that was fun. Get your own Falcon. If it wasn't so DMCable, I'd play more. Well, off we go. You want to see OG? I am the real OG, alright? I'm the real OG here. You know why? Because I watched Croist Mythical? That's not right. Moist Critical. I watched him back in 2010. I was there for that, alright? Before he got into all of his commentary stuff, he made Battlefield Bad Company 2 Fun Tactics. Look at this. The commentary is already going to be very moist critical in its presentation. Be aware, but otherwise, after the long intro.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Critical. This is episode 19
Hey.
20 of my series entitled Fun Tactics.
His intro didn't change much.
How to get road kills using the
Nor did
UAV.
his voice.
What you want to do is you want to have the armor specialization on the UAV, and then you want to always
This is going
aim
over
for
my
the
head
feet
at the
of
moment.
enemy when you're going for road kills, and you're guaranteed the kill. Right here, I get a triple UAV road kill. Yes, I
Wow,
shit myself.
that's crazy.
Yes, I pissed myself. That shouldn't even be a question people should ask me. They should already know. And here I'm just sweating bullets because I wanted to get a few more kills using this idea, and I actually did. Right here, I get another UAV roadkill double kill. Alright, so that's very possible that that's the best UAV clip of all time. Now here's just another example. These people weren't moving, so you just hit them in the legs, you're guaranteed the kill, and I would definitely...
It sounds more like a glitch than anything, but sure, we're going with it.
Now here, the second part is called Danger in the Water. Just drive a boat over to the enemy team's spawn, then get in the passenger side where you can shoot out the side of it. And people very seldomly check the boat for people that are still there once it stops moving.
Huh. Interesting.
Effective. I'm just going to fast forward through this clip here because I just get 3 kills, and then it just starts to slow down, so I only put the 3 kills I got.
This was probably the least interesting of all the moist critical videos, but that is how it is, I guess. But yeah, I was there for the original moist critical season. Watched him all that time, and I'd still stuck around. I still subscribe to him now. Before I continue real quick, let me just give you some chill music. I want to make a brief change in the form of I want to swap over my monitors because I realized way too late that I'm looking away sometimes when I'm looking at it. The monitor's down there. I thought I'd look straight ahead, but I'm looking to the wrong side. So I'm just going to quickly flip over which way around we're looking at things. That's the one we want, so that should look the same now. But now I will be looking beautiful at the actual screen. There we go. Hey. So now when I'm watching, the screen's here, which is much better for us all. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's see what else there is for another 5 minutes. We've got 5 minutes of this still. This has been a fun little trip down nostalgia lane. Is that the right word? Oh, man. Another one? You seriously been avoiding me all this time, and now you give me... Oh, it's because I've stopped shuffling, huh? I'll put it back on shuffle. Have I been non-shuffled for this long? Oh! Well, no wonder I was getting all the wings I wanted.
Because a lot of you wanted me to make another Fun Tactics episode for this game, so I did.
What's he doing this time?
Just using the Rex and Magnum ammo, just one-shot, headshot, any camper. Now, this dude was fucking freaking out because of...
Alright, sure, that's fine. We've seen this one. Give me more. Have I really watched that many? No, I haven't. Call of Duty 4 campaign, huh?
With Modern Warfare 3 coming out.
Modern Warfare 3's coming out? You sure about that?
Hey, Price.
Right. What the hell kind of...
Okay. We've seen this one. I think... Wow, did I really watch 190?
Hey guys,
no, I didn't.
Here, and welcome to a new playthrough on zombies. I like doing this kind of thing.
Huh. Oh, what's the... Hello! You're still making stream content.
But the third one is a duck.
Okay, when was this? 2012.
Joke! What? It was a knock-knock
Get it? Knock knock joke? That was terrible. Oh, you think you could do better?
I don't remember this at all.
Okay, go ahead. Want to hear 2 short jokes and a long joke? Sure. Joke, joke, joke. That's a pretty deep joke. Almost as deep as this one. Joke. Joke. Oh, I'm sorry. I was only half joking. Joke. Blonde joke. Joke. Asian joke. This is really getting serious now. Are you serious? Black jokes? That's the one type of joke I can't stand. Why? You can't handle
Man,
it?
this is
Well, then stop your whining.
Apparently I was entertained enough by this, which is fair enough.
With a chip on your shoulder, thinking you're punnier than everyone else. Well, guess what? I got news for you, buddy. You're not. You shut up. You think this is gonna be a piece of cake, don't you? Like a walk in the park.
Well, I got a few aces up my sleeve.
So do I.
Well then, let's stop beating around the bush and cut to the chase.
I mean, to be fair, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Stop. This is pointless.
You're right. This is pointless.
Wait, why are we doing this again?
I don't know. I'm still drawing a blank.
I know, it got so personal.
Seriously.
You want to just call a truce?
Shake on it?
Fine.
That's a weird way to truce it.
Oh, thank God that's over.
Seriously, I was so tired of doing that.
It wasn't even funny anymore.
It never was.
You want to just go grab a drink or something?
Sure, there's like a bar 5 minutes away.
All right. I got it.
Got what?
The best joke ever. It's a knock-knock joke.
Oh my gosh. Seriously, again, Ryan?
Wait, just hear me out. Just hear me out, all right? These 2 guys walk into a bar and... you get it? Knock, knock. Because we both walked into the bar.
Oh my god. I was really expecting, I thought it was going to climax with them going into a bar and then there's a duck next to them. But hey, what do I know? Metro Massacre. Alright, we've moved on into 2012 to Battlefield 3. I think I just liked this clip because it was a good clip and I wanted to get this myself one day because I remember I used to try this. Oh my god. I was so envious of people that played on PC to have all of this going on. Okay. Easy enough. And do the Harlem Shake. Oh god, yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Glad I didn't get into it. Hello, Syndicate. Moving on. Oh, hello, Smosh.
Judging by all this crap, I'd say. Yeah, it is. Let's open up some mail. Yeah, it's me, Anthony Mario.
2012.
They said there's $5 in here, but they attached 5 doll hairs.
Bacon band-aids, and bacon band-aids, and bacon band-aids.
Epic mealtime reference. All right.
And I'm an octopus.
My name's Anthony, I'm a whale.
Tra-la-la. Look, I'm a
Oh man.
unicorn and Ian's
This is so old school YouTube. Just every comment they make.
Anthony's gonna take you for the ride of your life.
Happy birthday, Ian.
Thanks. My birthday was only like 4 months ago.
Oh, I thought you had another birthday.
Sweet, we got little food battle clay figures.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Haha, bitch. Now it's time for the teabagging.
Smosh.com.
Cool.
Wow, just them going through their PO box. Fair enough. What is Smosh Pit? I have no idea.
So they just really broke up.
They actually broke up.
There was no prank reveal.
There's no prank!
Oh!
Oh! Yo, that's some content!
Yo, why would you ever make this?
Monetize those tears!
With your friend
That's
involved?
terrible!
She has to know.
Oh, right. Okay, that's interesting. That's so strange. All right, we're going to watch one final one because it is time to move on. This has been its own interesting little rabbit hole to get into. Let's see what the final thing is. Just there's still plenty of rabbit holes that are available in this playlist, but let's just see from the pieces we've gotten so far what is next that is new and hasn't been seen before. Probably DMCA-able, but my god, alright, of course it ends on a Tom Scar video. Watched this guy all my life. I'm still subscribed to him now. You know, I don't remember what his latest video is, but I remember this was like one of the first songs I downloaded. Like, this was my first, like, I like this type of music. I remember this. Wow, it's been 2 months. My goodness. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. I just remember being a big fan. That's just cropped on. That's just like comped on strangely. I think. Maybe the whole thing is. How many rainbows should be in this song? Yes. The I Like Trains kid. I can tell you this entire song off by heart. I've turned it right down for the sake of any DMCA. Is it oh, maybe it's not. Either way, we'll play it safe. Yeah. ASDF, one of those things. Of course I watched as a kid. All of my friends watched it too, so we had to get into it, you know? You're surprised Smosh is still around? Yeah, they do their own thing now. They've become their own little, like, comedy group thing. Similarly, ASDF is still around. Everyone, or Astuf, excuse me. But I mean, some old things just never die, because, you know, cartoons can't die. Very cool, honestly. Like, this was like I could have told you this. I didn't forget this one anytime soon. What else is in like the options here? College humor, of course, we could have gotten into. Game Sprout, I don't remember. Ego Raptor, Jack and Dean. I'm surprised none of those popped up, honestly. More Tobuscus. Next Gen Tactics, there's loads of that. Some of the later stuff as well did expand out. We have some like Game Grunts content in the over here if you see it. More Hamish owns versus Steven Plays when I started getting back into Nintendo content before I actually started making my own. Source Filmmaker stuff, Chugga Conroy, literal trailers, dramatic song, Vsauce, there's so many things. Maybe we'll come back to this at some point. Ironically enough, actually, I put this in the thumbnail of this stream, so I should probably watch this one last one. So we'll make this, the last one. Mystery Guitar Man. Just simple, old school, good content.
Take a picture.
And keep doing it. My young heart is in here somewhere. I have aged a lot since, but I'm glad these kind of videos are still around. I don't know if it will one day be deleted. 2009! But at least they're immortalized in this recording of this stream. Such a simple... I'm not sure if I could technically do this, but it is one note at a time and a picture. That's a great idea, you know? You can see time passing. So cool. And you can do all these different poses. Huh. Is there one every minute, maybe? Maybe. Or like every 10 seconds, maybe. That's a lot of notes, to be fair.
I'm taking 1,600 pictures.
You're crazy.
Yeah. If this doesn't
And then he had to...
girlfriend, nothing will.
And then had to edit it all himself. Well, that was certainly a nice trip down memory lane now, wasn't it? Oh, I'm glad I went through that, honestly. It was just a random playlist thing I found on the side, honestly. So it was nice to see. I don't know when exactly I discovered that. I just knew it was there on the side, and I figured, hey, let's have a look to see what there is. If you guys have your own buried and ancient like playlist, or maybe you still have one that you're still using, I highly recommend you go through it, because you know, you might see all sorts of things that are things you might have long forgotten. And probably a whole lot of privated videos as well, which is, you know, I guess unavoidable. This has lyrics. Can we have a different background music, please? There we go. That's sure. We'll go with that. Now, at this point, we have usually an hour left of the stream, but I want to do something a little different again this time. This was originally, this YouTube element was planning to be the entire rest of this stream. However, something else has come up that I want to make a change of. I want to do a little bit of gameplay for once. Well, I guess I did some last week and the week before, but something new came out that I really want to get into. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to be disappearing, turning off the stream and turning it back on again. Do excuse me. Maybe you'll have to refresh the page, but we'll be back in just a second as we play what is essentially Portal 3. I'll see you guys in just a sec. Bye-bye.